For Afenyo Markin, who is a defender of a pedophile, his girlfriend's ex-husband's children, that Afenyo Markin sent criminals to go after. Afenyo Markin, I will never respect that fool. If Freemason allows such people to join them, and Freemason is one of the most useless organizations in this world, because Afenyo Markin as a Freemason, I know the principles of Freemason. Freemason I know with principles, with men who have integrity. Afenyo Markin is a twerp to be part of Freemason. I played a video of this fool Afenyo Markin calling the children that his girlfriend's brother molested, put his dick in their mouth, threatening him whilst they are in court. Bema to say Afenyo Markin or show down nantem say odwan bi ofri karaga abedru ukrom girlfriend obi yire wakofa no sa nipa ne nua jeje eyi ne court ato obi ba o girlfriend ne banum na wo defend eye nipa na odi sa bone. Went further, send his law firm lawyers to go to the kids' school to go and try kidnapping the kids. I showed you pictures of the gentlemen who went there. Afenyo Markin sent them, and one lady from Afenyo Markin's law firm, the General Legal Counsel, the Afenyo Markin was reported to General Legal Counsel. He went there, accepted, and said all that they said was true. But because our General Legal Counsel is full of criminals who don't want the right thing to be done, they told him to walk. Afenyo Markin is supposed to be this bad. The last time I came on air, Mebeka Chiramo say the crusade against misinformation and disinformation are very important to me, and it should be very important to every Ghanaian now. Always should say we will have a government that will treat and help the people. Say yenya no kura system ni mo, we will get government upon government, government to go, government will come, and we will never get what we want. Because yama atrodi anima, it will be tough for us as a people to know the truth and to vote based on the truth. Inti, I am very keen in making sure say obia okiki eye or spread the information bia on share the engine so a bit be derail governance, and as amamuo, we have to try and bring them to come tell us asem no makana omunjina so, because you know something, where we are able to get people to prove their statements, back it with document, facts, whether video, photos, or whatever, it also helps protect the government. It helps shaping the way we citizens, we also see how governance goes. It is a lot of people coming out with information. Information are credible, they can back up. We should be ready and willing to grab and accept it. Only when it can be verified. If the information cannot be verified, those people become enemies of the state, because those information they are throwing out there, no, one, people's reputation, institutional reputation, you can't people to make decisions, no. The moment perception, you can't be too trim, ding. And anytime we don't even want to create the opportunity for anybody to put something in the system that will be difficult to take out of the system. It took us about 8 years for Ghanaians to know, say, John Mahama Nkosi Dambia Dubai. It took us over 8 years for Ghanaians to know that John Mahama is a credible politician. He has more credibility than 99% of politicians in Ghana. It took us over 8 years for Ghanaians to believe, say, the ideas and the direction the NDC were taking us from 2012 was the right direction. No? It took us years for Ghanaians to believe it. We don't want to open up another avenue. Some people will throw into the system to derail us. And to me, I am for people who want to put out information with facts and credible facts to support it. I don't have a problem. If you want to criticize the NDC government or the government of the day, and then you can support it with facts, whether audio, video, document, whatever. The moment you are able to back your statement with facts, I will support you. I will make sure we all go through that fact and make sure the right thing is done. But hearsay, out of maybe arrogance, or trying to be famous, or trying to get attention, if people try to malign or cook stories to lie, to destroy reputations of people we have given or entrusted, then I have a problem with you. I am not saying that nobody can should criticize this government. No, this government isn't mine. This government is for all of us. We pay taxes to this government, and they are supposed to work for us. We have the right to check the government, but we don't have the right to use lies to distract the government. And that is what I'm talking about. It is our facts, as a journalist, as a Ghanaian, to criticize this government constructively with your facts. I have no problems with it. I'll never even react to your statement, because it is in the right direction for all of us to make sure the right thing is done. But when you hide behind anything to think, say, you can distract a whole nation with misinformation or disinformation. People like us, myself, my guys on my team, the rest of my team members, we will come after you and we will do it. 2 days ago or 3 days ago, when I came on air, I told Ghana for say, Oliver Vormawor. Sorry, if I get your second name wrong, I'm sorry. Oliver ever posting maybe on TV so about the vetting committee or say omujisika to vet people or to endorse people. But Tanaka say the vetting committee needs to clean itself. It needs to protect its integrity. The vetting committee was put together by Parliament, which is headed by Alban Bagman, the Speaker. Meaning, when you speak or you speak ill of that vetting committee, you have spoken ill of the Speaker of Parliament, because they are working to go and report to the Speaker. If you come out to speak about the committee, now say you make allegations that are very strong without any fact backing it. I was saying, or I said on my show, say this gentleman is supposed to be called to back his statement or his claims or allegations with a fact. If he's able to do that, why should we all be angry? We should be excited, because that is the only way we can check the system. Online, say Parliament, they need to call this guy for him to come and prove beyond reasonable doubt that parliamentarians or committees, so they are not criminals and that they are not taking bribe. And God being so good, today, the chairman of Parliament, a vetting committee, Mr. Ahiafor, made a statement directly and said, the statement Oliver Vormawor made, it goes against the principles of Parliament. It goes against the integrity of Parliament, and it goes against every single member on that committee. So he needs to come to prove to the world that committee this is simple, and this is what we call accountability. This is very, very important. Right now, Parliament, I invited this man to come to Parliament, sit in front of Parliament, the vetting committee. The cameras will be on. He needs to tell us exactly where he got that information, who told him, and the evidence backing what he said, because you cannot use just hearsay to destroy the reputation of Speaker of Parliament. And when they are speaking at the vetting committee, when the nominees are questioned, they say, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman technically means that you are speaking to the Speaker of Parliament. It is very important for this guy to sit before Parliament and prove, because he's a lawyer. He fails to do that, then he's not a credible lawyer anybody should associate themselves with. Because I will never allow somebody to associate themselves with a lawyer who peddles falsehood. I will never do that. I want to make sure that if you're a lawyer, at least your integrity and protecting people's integrity should be the hallmark of you as a lawyer, what you do. So the moment he's not able to do that tomorrow, so when to me and prove that in front of the committee, now committee the cracker say, oh, and as some of you know, you are going to get a slap, or you are going to get a little bit of a notch into Goa. It will not end there. His credibility as a lawyer needs to be looked at. He should not carry himself. If I see this guy sit on another TV speaking on governance, speaking on accountability, politics, and corruption, that TV station or host will be seen as a fool, because he has not been able to prove that whatever you say, you need to make sure the integrity of people, especially some of the offices or the third arm of government, which is Parliament, is protected. This guy does not deserve to even stand on any platform to speak as a lawyer or as any reasonable person to contribute to the development of this nation. No discourse. We should not allow him to join any discourse until he proves to Parliament tomorrow with fact evidence that at this point, this is the reason why I said what I said. Umbra, but there's something funny happened in Parliament today. The funny thing I see with Parliament, and then they say, when the chairman, and I would like to say this, the NDC chairman, the chairman of the vetting committee, Mr. Ahiafor, is the weakest chairman I've seen in the history of this country. I think in all the appointments the NDC made, this is the worst appointment they've made. This was never supposed to happen. With all due respect to this gentleman, with all due respect to his experience in Parliament, I don't think he is carved, or he has the temperament and also the boldness to be the chairman of a vetting committee. I am disappointed, and I've always been disappointed in his approach to issues. He has allowed the foolish Afenyo Markin to get away with a lot of things. At a point, The micro minority feel that they could get their way. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, this chairman, what even actually convinced the NDC to bring Ahiafor to lead the NDC or to lead this vetting committee? Because he is not able to exert his authority on the vetting. So he allows the NPP, these rascals, the NPP side of the vetting committee, to just foolishly do what they want to do. And the issue is, it's appalling because the chairman needs to understand that this is not a place to be saying you are pleading with anybody, you are needing anybody's cooperation. Every single minute you people sit on that committee is monies that the taxpayer is paying you. So for Afenyo Markin, who is a defender of a pedophile, his girlfriend's ex-husband's children, that Afenyo Markin sent criminals to go after. Afenyo Markin, I will never respect that fool. If Freemason is able to, allows such people to join them, and Freemason is one of the most useless organizations in this world. Because Afenyo Markin as a Freemason, I know the principles of Freemason. In Virginia, their biggest office or their biggest headquarters is in Virginia. I've seen that, I've been there. But the Freemason I know with principles, with men who have integrity, Afenyo Markin is a twerp to be part of Freemason because he has helped a pedophile to molest 2-year-old, 3-year-old, and he feels proud about it. I played a video of this fool Afenyo Markin calling the children that his girlfriend's brother molested, put his dick in their mouth, threatening him while they are in court. That guy has no principles. I have a daughter, and I know how parents feel when Bema to say what Afenyo Markin or shwa down nantem say o dwan bi o free eye karaga abedru eye ukrom what Jimmy girlfriend obi yire wakofa no saa nipa ne nua jeje eyi ne kwate ato obi ba o girlfriend ne banum na wo defend nipa na odi sa bone no. Why should I respect such a fool? Because I have videos I have played, I have audios I have played of this same person threatening the parents of those children. He went further to send his law firm lawyers to go to the kids' school to go and try kidnapping the kids. I showed you pictures of the gentlemen who went there. Afenyo Markin sent them. And one lady from Afenyo Markin's law firm, the General Legal Counsel, the Afenyo Markin was reported to General Legal Counsel. He went there, accepted, and said all that they said was true. But because our General Legal Counsel is full of criminals who don't want the right thing to be done, they told him to walk. Afenyo Markin is supposed to be disbarred. So when I see that stinking guy sitting on parliament committees talking, I'm like, we're a filthy man because you don't even understand. You have no principles. And I will never, because in Kwasiade Afenyo Markin, I'm making sure say Obidiaye Obibano, it can happen to my daughter. So I won't sit here for a dirty riffraff like Afenyo Markin to get away with murder, to get away with these kind of things and see him as an honorable person. Yeah, Jimintra, and as somebody like Afenyo Markin is still in parliament. Yeah, Jimintra and a political party will make Afenyo Markin the leader of a business in parliament. He's a nonsense guy, a filthy guy. He has no common sense. Intimino, when I speak, I don't just speak. I speak because some people, no make Jimmy, they are not supposed to be entertained. And I'm saying Afenyo Markin should not be entertained on the committee. He has no principles. To me, he hasn't. He has none. So, Mr. Ahiafor, if you cannot do the job, please, with all due respect, walk. Let somebody who is fit and can make bold decisions sit on the panel. Because you raising your voice does not mean you are resolute or you can exert force. No. These are micro minorities. They don't matter to anybody. These people have done more worse things than any government. When the NPP were in power, you saw the foolishness we saw during the vetting. Do you think the room you are giving to these people for them to say, let's adjourn, let's go and sit, waste Ghanaians time? Do you think Oseche Mensah Bonsu or Joe, why is that criminal, will allow that to happen? He will override every nonsense and say, we are working here, we are serious here. We want to run the country, we want to run the government. You cannot let riffraffs who were given 8 years to lead this country, who foolishly fooled themselves for 8 years to be distracted us. You are working for the taxpayer. We want to vet people and listen to them. So if the micro dirty minority cannot accept, they should walk. You need to exert your authority. Every single minute on that committee is money that we are paying. If you cannot do the job, you are weak. Walk and let us get people who can sit and make decisions to move this nation forward. I am very disappointed in the NDC. I'm disappointed in John Mahama for allowing Ahiafor to still sit on this committee. If there's a procedure the NDC can activate in Parliament to make sure he's out for somebody to take over the chairmanship position on during the vetting, they should do it, because Ahiafor is basically the one who is retrogressing this vetting. Because if he had exerted his authority, the distractions and the nonsense from this minority, dirty minority, it wouldn't have happened. We would have had a smooth interrogation and vetting process whereby Ghanaians will understand these nominees. But because Ahiafor, you are weak like balls. You are weak. There's nothing about you that shows that you can basically control this committee. You can't. With all due respect to the Speaker of Parliament, Ahiafor, and to the NDC, he does not need to lead the NDC on this committee again. It's a waste of time. It's a total waste of time. The process has been derailed. It is not smooth because you the chairman, to take decisions. Who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to please? Democracy in itself, sometimes you have to be radical to get what you want. Who are you trying to please? These people shot your own people in the Volta region, in the other constituencies, just to hold on to power. You have power. I'm not saying kill. I'm saying exert your force. Let them understand that we gave them the opportunity. They fucked up, and that there are people here who can make decisions. Don't sit there like a 2-year-old kid and let these riffraffs who are given opportunity and fool themselves for 8 years to be sitting there and looking like they are important. What makes Afenyo Markin important? What makes those people sitting there junkies important? You need to let them understand. The people out there are the people who want to hear the nominee, not you people. So if you people are going to work. The Ghanaian taxpayer wants to hear the nominee. The NDC panel members there, they are also Ghanaians. They can pose questions. So if they are not willing to, black them out and let's move on. There's no time. Time no day for Agege boys. John Mahama does not have time. We need to make sure things are done quickly. We need to make sure this country is moved from where it is to a better position. We don't have time to be entertaining foolishness. We have time to make sure that the things are done. The NPP foolish attitude, ignore them, Mr. Ahiafor. If you cannot do that, then just leave the seat for somebody who is willing to do that. Yes, I'm not going to mince words. With all due respect, you people are our servants. You took an oath to serve us. So we are not going to plead with you people. We are not going to beg you people. We are going to insist on the right thing. And the right thing is that when you sit there as the chairman of the NDC that has overwhelming majority in Parliament because they worked hard, they told the Ghanaian the truth, they made sure the right thing is done, you cannot sit there and be pleading with a micro minority that is foolish. That were given the opportunity to lead and they fumbled and fooled. We don't have time to be wasting time on micro dirty minority. I don't care who they are. What I care about is the taxpayer. So from tomorrow, Mr. Ahiafor, you are not going to sit there and be a preacher. We the taxpayers, we turn on our TV. Every minute that you spend on that seat as the chairman, we are the ones paying you. We cannot do bad business. We want to also, at the end of the day, make profit. If those fools don't want to, at the end of the day, vet, let them go home. At the end of the day, they don't even have the numbers. Do not sit there and say, I am pleading with you. I am pleading with you. And you know, honorable, why are you pleading with Afenyo Markin, a pedophile defender? Why are you pleading with him? Why should you plead with Afenyo Markin? What can Afenyo Markin do to effect? What can he do to affect this nomination or this vetting? He can't do nothing. He can stupidly ask foolish questions. He cannot change anything. So why do you plead with a man who is already in the ditch, a man in the toilet, a man who has no credibility, a group of people who are not willing to help because they were given 8 years to help and they foolishly fooled themselves? So why are you pleading with them? Where did you learn that language from? I am pleading with you. I am pleading with you. Oh, you say I don't tell Hana. Yeah, it's let's stop this childish thing and this me a Christian. I want to please everyone. You cannot please everyone. And that is what you people did from 2012 to 2016 when John Mahama tried to please everyone. Please the country. And it's not only NDC people or MPP people. Please the country. Your service is to the country. So don't sit there and say, somebody will think I am rude. Somebody will think NDC is being radical. Have you killed anybody? You want the process to go on. So if you cannot do the job, sit at home. I don't want to channel my energy on you. You are a very decent man. You are a very respectable man. You have proven you want to serve. If you know this particular position is too big for you, stay home. We will get somebody to do the job. Tell them that you are sick. They will get somebody in there to do this job. And if we had somebody who was resolute and strong, this vetting would have been the smoothest vetting. But you have allowed this micro, dirty, filthy incarnates who have been arrogant since they were given power in 2017 till date. You are giving them opportunity and say, please, please. What kind of nonsense, please, is that? Now, this issue, when it happened in Parliament, 10:30, a Jim. Mrs. All right, team. And my team is sending me this. This is what my team is sending me. The nonsense must stop, Mr. Ahiafor. If you can't do the job, please stay home. We are not going to entertain this kind of I want to be a pastor thing. I want to please everyone. No, we don't have time for that. Look at this. This is what happened in Parliament today. See, when they vetted Omaneboama, see the nonsense that happened in Parliament. And you want to tell me you're a chairman of the majority? What makes you a chairman of the majority? You are scared. As a chairman of a majority, over 180 MPs behind you, you are scared. Then you don't deserve to lead the NDC. Sit home. Look at this. Veteran of Defense Minister designate Dr. Edward Omaneboama. Afenyo Markin answer Ebusa 110 questions. You, the chairman, you ask 7 questions. Go up there and see the statistics. See the nonsense. See. 4 hours, 26 minutes. Top issues, Ghana Armed Forces issues, land looting, Galamsey fight, officers' welfare, terrorism, performance of NPP government, EC and elections. Then we have questions asked by majority. You, the majority, asked only 21 questions. Only 21 questions. You sit there and call yourself a chairman. Do you think we are cooking here? Do you think it's some festival you are sitting under? Do you think if you want to go and build a church, walk and go and build a church? The micro minority, these are the fools who shot people in 2020. These are the stupid fools who sent Ghana to IMF. These are the stupid idiots who were insulting our mothers. These are the fools who were involved in corruption and dancing Sisifia. These stupid idiots asked 139 questions. How can this be possible? How can this be possible? Under a hard-fought victory, and then you bring a weak man, Ahiafor, a weak man, to sit there and entertain foolishness. Look at the chart. Look at the pie chart. You sit there, Afenyo Markin, Obusa 110 questions, 110. Nyansani bakumpum. Cut him off. Some of the questions you need to tell him, Mister, please, this is not relevant to our conversation. Ye won kwase sema jo wise ye. Ye won dia oseche mensa botu kwase dia ofori atabetena odom ye. Didn't you see it? You people sit in parliament like moya asofo. San kwase asofo die na nya ha na ebedi no. Ye kunipa. Enkwase afo we MPP omo kunipa no motewo. They are murderers. They killed during their time. Into software dia. Mun free parliament onko di sofo. Me eko the power I am bringing. Munya mubejai because me lose elections ni nyina. You have to tell him that Mr. Deputy Speaker, Deputy Chairman, I'm sorry, this question cannot pass. I've overruled it. Joe White kwasi ampenyi where the tise bono epono. Or tena kan kwasi asem. Stop him. Let him know, please, this is not relevant. Na kwasi we akwakoyi, Afenyo Markin kwasi we akwakoyi Facebook post to be now to waste time. Where's your confidence? If you cannot do this, please walk. We don't have time for this kind of girlish attitude with all due respect to women. You need time for these things again. Oh. Sanyo mane twam mo anwonafo nya position mo pese mo please you bia. Mo anwonafo mo preposition ho. De bia mo preposition. Mo preposition. Ya man position na mo buofu. Today go to John Mahama's appointment. Anwonafo enya be 60%. He has pleased you people. Still, there's some of you there who are screaming. They give you the job too, then you start to dig around the job. Obi tuwa ope jumana ye. That you have shown the NDC love. The NDC John Mahama has shown Anwonafo love. See the appointment. Every very sensitive sector be John Mahama de ahuneni atowo. Ya mama jumana so abuntumi nye. When they give you the job, you can't do it, but you speak a lot. Do the job. If you can't, tomorrow don't come and sit there. You need to exert some force on that thing. You are a chairman, you are not a mate. You are not a grassroots member. You are the chairman of the committee. You have the numbers on your side. Let it show. You are too timid. You are too weak. And these fools are just moving you around. Some of the questions these fools asked did not make sense. You were supposed to write them off. You have disappointed every Ghanaian. Now, some Kwasiafo and Komunya 180 majority and Kamonkome Mebiatna. Some Kwasiafo we and Omunya 180 majority and omu this kind of majority on the vetting committee and Kamu and this for Kwasiafo Komo Mebiatna. Kanu don bayemo. Come piemo go abontin se mmoa. Omega sa honafo mmoa. Omega jo sa entafo mmoa. Omega sa mun Kwasiafo mun free Ghana. When your opportunity to deliver, now mo didn't so say we want to be nice to everyone. Nice to who? You get people angry. People go out there, sacrifice, decide to vote for you to come and be resolute. You come and you become girls. You want to please everyone. The NPP, you don't please NPP. You don't please NPP unless you are crazy. These animals, you don't please them. These are dangerous group of incarnate. These are dangerous group of from they are dangerous. Give them small space, they will destroy you people. Now, Oliver Assembly see your parliament, you know. Now the NPP started saying that they have a problem. We should vet Oliver. We should bring Oliver in first before we vet Omane Boama. And then the chairman Ahiafor was sitting there. I'm pleading with you. I am pleading with you. This is the defense minister designate. Do you know how important defense is to us? As a nation, as John Mahama has taken over power, do you know how critical the minister for defense designate? Do you know how critical it is for this guy to go through the vetting quickly? Do you know? Oliver has made his allegations. What do? He can come. You have already said as a chairman, he is coming tomorrow. What is more important than vetting the defense minister of Ghana? Designate. What is more important than that? Then you sit there and beg these fools. All because they are saying that, yes, Oliver said the thing. Then that Oliver has done what? Oliver good parliamentary mercy. Intiyama Oliver Mbran Sana, ya veti eye omane boama. Now what chairman to walk catch up and say, please, pleading with you. Are you for real? Are you sure you are chairman? Are you sure you know your position? You were supposed to tell them, nothing is more important to me today, to Ghanaian today, than our defense. This gentleman has to be vetted today because he needs to get to office. That is what you do, or you don't know your job. And I do now we are on tears here. Because we have to bring Oliver Okakan and Kwasi Asem. Oliver's conversation took over because Kwasi Afobi said, our parliament has been disgraced. Yes. That is why the chairman said that tomorrow Oliver will come and speak. I was so disappointed you were sitting there pleading with them. You as a chairman, you tell your committee members, I am sorry, I've made a pronouncement, but I believe the taxpayer is watching us. Every single minute counts. As I sit here and I speak, they are paying us. The defense minister designate's position is very sensitive. And I believe that we need to start the vetting now. That is what men say. No, Afenyo Markin, we want to rise and go waste our money unnecessarily. Every foolish thing, let us go for a recess. Let us go. You are going to think with who? You have the numbers. Who are you going to think with? Power. Power. And they lost miserably because of the level and depth of their foolishness. It's when Jimmy for Jimmy Boom. The people said, majority. Because who cares about them? So then they started speaking. Oh, we have to make sure. Now TMPP for listen to them. These crooks.
I've served on this committee for more than 2 terms. And I must say that I'm highly affected by the accusations and the perception out there that we have been found to be taking monies from nominees before approving their nomination. And I think I must say that I'm seriously hurt by this continuous occurrence of such accusations. And as a group, the minority, I feel that in order to protest and purge ourselves of this accusation, it is very important that we call off the vetting now. Because for the simple reason that members of this committee for this particular term are not just any group of people. Most of us are the leadership of the party, of the parliament, and it is very important that we purge ourselves of that accusation before.
Hear this. Yes, your friend, Madam PJ, on an parliament, MPP in Kwasi Adiom Yenina or Yedibi, Unimza. She has been in parliament for over 20 years. In Kwasi Adi MPP passing in not parliament. Yeah. Today she's so disappointed. The accusation, we need to purge ourselves. Chairman is watching a purge. Chairman say, shut up, tomorrow we will purge ourselves. Why are you disappointed? Into the delay defense ministers and the minister and the veteran. No. Look at these people, they have no principles. They do politics with everything. Oh yeah, oh yeah, penny for such a very honorable woman. Diabolic mind. Na adwene mu no yen say bibia. Mama yen veti o mane bo amade delay no. Na wabetena hono no akwa punch agiska wo. Every single minute or two a wetwi makeup or the gold bar to no kom no. Every minute be yutua ne ka or ka kire say yen tu nheda. Because ye Jimmy taxpayer ne gina krom and a reaction no and ono akobo ni 10,000 Ghana and an magu abruchiri and we friend to my fe and waka na wetwi ne nima betena say ye Jimmy yen postpone o china ne yen sentua ne ka. You just don't understand these people. You just don't understand them. Morally, sometimes you ask yourselves, na mo abai etumi na mo ji and mo de yeden. This is an MPP woman. They are called e-levy, COVID-19 tax. Ni nyina ogina parliament ka say yenjintum. And she's very hurt because Oliver can't say minti yenjai bibia ye ntwan ye ni Oliver ka say we and Oliver wine. Who the hell is Oliver? Onrangaza ni fie kro ka so mutie. So we should stop everything. Why shakasok when you futari when you say at your age, what you nim can say a Ghana most beautiful. I bet now say you are hurt. Into yenjai. So the taxpayer will still be paying you. Not defense minister designate no ya mani kofie ya mamu nyina kofie adentia yeso bia kan sembi purge parliament. It is not my job to purge parliament, it is parliament's job to purge parliament, and the chairman said tomorrow you will get to the bottom of it. So what's your problem? Diabolic ideas. Adwene bone. That's why I say you don't treat the NPP as a group am I ready to serve. These are diabolic people, eh? Sanko for more opportunity. I don't obey you more Ghana.